Hi there. We're looking at another key concept in marketing now, and this one is product differentiation. When I walk into a retail store like Lush, pictured here on the screen, I'm seeing and smelling a highly differentiated product because Lush is a great example of product differentiation in action. What do we mean by product differentiation? Well, it's how customers perceive a distinct, a noticeable, and I think most importantly, a desirable difference between the products, the goods and the services offered by different businesses. And if you can differentiate your product in the minds of the customer and consumer, that's the most important thing, so that they see your product as being more desirable, more advantageous to use than the alternatives provided by competitors, then you are onto a winner generally in marketing, much more likely to succeed with your marketing efforts. So what does product differentiation enable a business to do? What are the potential advantages of successful, effective product differentiation? Well, perhaps the most important is it's a means of competing successfully, competing effectively. It's a source of what's known as competitive advantage. So if you can sustain this product differentiation, in other words, your products, your goods and services being noticeably different and better in some way in the eyes of customers, then you are more likely to compete effectively. And ideally, the way you do that needs to be hard to copy, hard to replicate. Another way that product differentiation enables a business to succeed is that it enables it to start building and also protecting a brand. Differentiated products are often associated with strong brands, and brands, if built successfully, build what's known as intangible value over and above simply the costs of making the product. It's something intangible, imperceptible that customers are prepared to pay for and often are prepared to stay loyal to. And you can think of brands perhaps that you use and you buy and use buy goods and services from that perhaps are differentiated in that way and that you are also loyal to. And as we've mentioned, differentiation also therefore allows a business to add more value, add more value in terms of sales compared with the costs of the input through the transaction process. So in theory, and it's often the case, obviously there are other forces affecting price, but a highly differentiated product that customers value usually will be able to sell for a higher price than competitors, and therefore that should enable the business to achieve higher gross profit margins and higher profit margins. So lots of advantages to a business from product differentiation. However, how do you do it? What does a product differentiation require from a good or service? Well, firstly, the product needs to be capable of delivering what is important to customers. That's the most important thing, isn't it? Customers' needs and wants, they know what's important to them. If the product delivers it, then it can be differentiated. Then can it be made distinctive in some way, either by the look, the feel, the design, the method of delivery, the quality compared with the competition? Can that differentiation be communicated to customers regularly, effectively, so that they understand what the differentiation is? Can it be protected from being copied? So Lush, as an example there, that very distinctive smell and layout of their retail stores, lots of retailers have tried to imitate, let's use the word, imitate the look and feel of their stores and their products, but no one is really yet, as far as I'm aware, copied or been able to successfully imitate the way that they differentiate their products. But there's always the risk that competitors will try to do it. Product differentiation also only works if the product can be bought by customers, if it is affordable for the target customers. And also, obviously, from a business point of view, it needs to be profitable. You need to be able to produce and sell the product profitably. But as we've mentioned, product differentiation often allows a business to charge a higher price, making it more likely that it can be sold and made profitably. Just one word on a related concept here to product differentiation called a USP, or unique selling point, unique selling proposition. Sometimes you also see in the textbooks. Products that are effectively differentiated are often said to have a USP, which is something in the eyes of consumers. That's the most important thing, not in the eyes of the business, but in the eyes of the customer, the consumer, that sets the product apart from the competitors, a unique selling proposition. Now, it's more than just saying we have the best products, we have the cheapest products, we have the most choice. It needs to be something which is assertive, a positive comment, a positive statement about the business, but focused on what customers value, much more than a slogan. It needs to be built in to the way that the good or service is offered and delivered. Anyway, there we go. That's just a quick introduction to one of these marketing concepts there. This one was on product differentiation.